In the year 711 AD, a powerful army crossed the sea from North Africa. Within just 7 years, one of Europe's most powerful kingdoms collapsed. Cities fell. Kings were defeated. And nearly the entire Iberian Peninsula was placed under Muslim rule. What we now call Spain and Portugal became part of a new Islamic territory called Al-Andalus. But in the cold mountains of the north, a small group of Christian warriors refused to surrender. Led by a mysterious nobleman named Pelagius of Asturias, they would fight a battle so unexpected that it would ignite a war lasting nearly 800 years. A war to reclaim Spain. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. This moment would become the beginning of the Reconquista. But how did Spain fall so quickly? And how did a small band of warriors begin the long road to taking it back? Before the Muslim conquest, most of the Iberian Peninsula was ruled by the Visigothic Kingdom. The capital of this kingdom was Toledo. The Visigoths had ruled the region for nearly 300 years. But by the early 700s, the kingdom had become unstable. Political struggles and rival nobles weakened the monarchy. When King Roderick took power, the kingdom was already divided. And that division would soon open the door for invasion. Across the narrow waters of the Strait of Gibraltar, a new power was rising. The Umayyad Caliphate controlled vast lands stretching from the Middle East to North Africa. In 711 AD, a Berber general named Tariq ibn Ziyad led an army across the strait. They landed on a massive rock that would later be named after him, Gibraltar. The name Gibraltar actually comes from Arabic, Jabal Tariq, meaning Mountain of Tariq. Soon after landing, Tariq marched north. The Visigothic king Roderick gathered his army to stop the invasion. In 711 AD, the two forces met at the Battle of Guadalete. The result was catastrophic for the Visigoths. King Roderick was killed. His army collapsed. And suddenly, there was no organized resistance left in Spain. Within a few years, Muslim forces captured major cities including Córdoba, Seville, Toledo. By 718 AD, almost the entire Iberian Peninsula had fallen. The conquered territory became known as Al-Andalus. It soon became one of the most advanced societies in medieval Europe. Cities flourished. Trade expanded. And Córdoba became one of the largest cities in Europe. But while Muslim rule spread across the south, resistance began growing in the mountains of the north. A small group of Christian survivors fled to the rugged mountains of northern Iberia. This region is now called Asturias. Among them was a nobleman named Pelagius of Asturias. Pelagius refused to accept Muslim rule. He gathered a small force of warriors and rebels, and prepared to fight back. In 722 AD, Muslim forces marched into the mountains to crush the rebellion. But the terrain favored the defenders. At a narrow valley near Covadonga, Pelagius and his warriors prepared an ambush. This battle became known as the Battle of Covadonga. Despite being heavily outnumbered, the Christian warriors defeated the invading force. For the first time since the conquest, Muslim expansion in northern Spain had been stopped. The victory at Covadonga was small militarily, but enormous symbolically. It marked the beginning of the Reconquista. Over the next centuries, Christian kingdoms slowly expanded southward. New Christian states emerged, including Kingdom of Asturias, Kingdom of Leon, Kingdom of Castile, Kingdom of Aragon. These kingdoms would continue the long struggle to reclaim the peninsula. The Reconquista lasted nearly 8 centuries. Battle after battle reshaped Spain. Major turning points included Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa, the rise of powerful Christian monarchies, the gradual collapse of Muslim rule in Iberia. Eventually, only one Muslim kingdom remained. That final kingdom was Granada. In 1492, the Christian monarchs Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile captured Granada. This event marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain and the completion of the Reconquista. The fall of Spain in 711 AD reshaped the history of Europe. But the resistance that began in 722 at Covadonga sparked a war that would last centuries. Empires rose. Kingdoms fell, and the struggle for Iberia changed the destiny of an entire continent. Yet historians still debate one question. Was the victory at Covadonga truly the beginning of the Reconquista? Or did the legend grow larger than the battle itself? Because some historians believe the truth about that battle may be far more mysterious than the story we know today. For more videos like this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.